Yeah, this is a great sign to have Feed the Fridge here in Takoma Park, the first fridge in Montgomery County. And it is a situation where, as we have seen time and time again through COVID, individuals in our community stepping up to help those most in need. And here we have a chef, a restaurateur, working with the community to provide wonderful meals for those in need.
I think this is a wonderful kind of full circle approach to not only supporting local businesses, but having those businesses support our residents in return. The city of Takoma Park has a number of small businesses who've really jumped in and has been willing to help. I think Feed the Fridge is another example of how people recognize the need and they're willing to step up and give to help the community. So I think it's a great synergy. This location couldn't be better. The fact that we have so many people who live on this campus who are in need, but also, ideally, this fridge isn't going anywhere. And then when we're able to open up and perhaps have a few more rec programs here, it'll provide a valuable resource to a number of our kids in the community, as well as seniors who are often coming to the rec center for different programming needs.
Well, I think this is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you to Mark and Medium Rare for choosing City of Takoma Park as the first location in the state of Maryland. We are honored to provide this opportunity to our residents. It's actually in a wonderful neighborhood, right here, and the residents can really benefit from, taking a part in this program.
Food security has just been a major issue in the county. We've had to allocate tens of millions of dollars from our federal and local relief funding to help meet the incredible need. I think when we look back on this really terrible crisis, one of the things that we're all going to remember is leaders in the hospitality industry stepping up to the plate and bringing to the community their creativity, their talent, and their dedication. If you're a restaurant entrepreneur or if you're in the restaurant industry, a lot of times it's because you have a love of people and you have a love of food. And when the community is in a crisis, and you can bring your love for people and for food to bear in a positive way, to bring innovation to meeting that need, then you have entrepreneurs like Mark Bucher who step up and make it happen.
Well, the great thing about Montgomery County, great thing about Takoma Park, is that we care about each other, we take care of each other, and to have a local business using local restaurants to provide food to residents that are in need, if they need a quick meal, it's just a great thing, and we need to expand it. As I was saying earlier, you have so many people, you have 100,000 people or more that don't know where their meal's coming from every night here in the county, and some of them are getting food through the big food distributions with the groceries, but sometimes they get off of work, they get off their bus job or they're cleaning houses, and they need a quick meal, and to be able to get one locally, it's a great thing. It's an emotional thing because, I remember being a kid, riding my bike up and down New Hampshire Avenue, coming to this recreation center, and then not always knowing what I was going to eat that night. And, but we got through in part because this is a great community. And I think this is just the latest example of how we're helping each other. And we're going to need to do more things, more systems. It was unacceptable that people were food insecure before COVID. But this is the innovation that's coming from things like Feed the Fridge, local restaurants stepping up, I think will help us figure out how we make that less likely going forward.
The reality is, according to the Montgomery County Food Council, there are about 60,000 Montgomery County residents on any given day who do not know where they're going to get their food from. And that's just a basic number. But we know the anxiety and the economics are causing so many others, tens of thousands more, to have those same worries. And so it's efforts like this that are really putting the compassion and the heart into our community. And if there's a silver lining to this last year that is our COVID pandemic, it has been the outpouring of support from community members, restaurateurs, residents, to recognize that we are one community, that we need to care for each other, we need to feed each other, we need to house our neighbors. And I know because of your leadership and the type of business owner that you are, we need so many more of you.
This is supporting the local businesses, but supporting the community. It's both. And that's what makes it so critical, and that's why it's never going to go away. Because any strong community has got a strong web of business support behind it. You've got your favorite local restaurant. You've got your favorite local bar. You've got your favorite local pool, swim club, rec center, doctor, a grocery store, where the employees and the staff see your families and children grow up. This is just a natural extension of that. The meals for Feed the Fridge have been designed by the American Pediatric Association, not the USDA. Not that the USDA is bad, but we went to doctors and said, what do kids, adults, and elderly need to maintain certain proper health, keep proper weight, and keep health? And we use non-processed food. It's steak, it's chicken, it's pork, it's turkey, grilled, made into a meatball, but nothing processed. No fake chicken nuggets, none of that. There's always vegetables, green vegetables in everything we do, and there's always a clean starch or a carbohydrate. It's that simple. It's 33%, 33%, 33%, easily digestible. There's a vegan option once a week too. But people realize they eat these meals and they're not hungry for 6 hours. So they're not digging into the chips and they're not digging into the snack foods or the cakes or the cookies, which really creates the problem. And and the highly processed foods are high in sugar and they're high in salt. They make you thirsty, sugary drinks, and you're hungry again in a few hours. So it's one step at a time, but if we can keep people from being hungry, we solve a lot of insecurity about where my next meal's coming from because I'm hungry, right? So that's the goal. The big thing we're working on is getting food to folks who need the food, but then we're also working on how to teach them how to cook and giving them the tools on how to cook. Because a lot of folks, if they're worried about where their meal's coming from, they don't have the cookware. It's expensive to buy the pot, the pan, the spatula, even the towel to clean it, the sponge to clean it, the peeler to peel the vegetables. They don't have it. So we're going to start a program where we're giving them those tools. Each week's going to be a different meal kit. Each meal kit's going to contain the pots and pans to make the meal. Keep it. And we'll have videos in Spanish and English on our YouTube channel. They'll be there forever. Teach you how to cut, teach you how to cook, teach you how to repurpose the leftovers for another meal. It'll teach you how to freeze or save what you don't cook safely to recook it for another meal. And then it will teach you how to go shopping. It'll teach you how to use your SNAP card or even your own money and go buy good, high quality food that's healthy for you. Because it's not, it used to be, in the beginning of Roman times, the heavier you were, the more wealthy you were. In today's world, it's the opposite, because cheaper food is often the worst for you. And when you've got limited amounts of money, you want to buy the most amount of food you can buy. So you buy the most amount of the cheapest food you can buy. We want to change the mindset where if you buy high quality food, you don't need as much of it to feel satisfied and get the nutritional values you need. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Takoma Park.
Woohoo!